Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be fitting a new stereo in my 2003 Yaris T Sport. You can see we've got the standard CD setup. I'm not sure if this is standard, but I think it is. We've got an ashtray, cigarette lighter. Basically, I'm going to be fitting this 7-inch touchscreen Android Auto. It comes with a mic, a reversing camera, and also the fascia, which is a different colour to the car, which I don't like, but it is what it is, and it's going to upgrade it a lot. So from AliExpress, it cost me £66. It comes with all of the wiring harness that you need, any brackets. It's got a reversing camera, which is right there, and also a microphone in there somewhere as well for hands-free calling, which is cool. That's right there. This will work on any Mark 1 Yaris. It will range from 1999 to 2005, I believe. We're doing this one-handed, but basically to remove this, we need to start at the top. So we need to pull this up like that. It comes out like that. And you've got a plug right there. So we're going to disconnect that, just push the tab and pull. Push that in there, and then pull. Set that aside, and then we need to pull these out, bearing in mind the orientation, so just set them all to one side. Pull that out, pull that out, pull that out. Move little Joe as well, you can go right now. A couple of screws here holding the heater control bits in. Get that out. This one as well. I do have an issue with this actually. So this side here, when you're moving the direction of the airflow, it doesn't go all the way around to here. It kind of stops here. So and the mechanism's in there somewhere. So I need to look at that at some point. Right, to remove the next bit, we need to get it from the sides. Once we're taking these screws out, and just give it a firm pull from the top and from the bottom. And then there are plugs behind this. Also, you've got this little tab here. Just make sure that's cleared so that it can actually come out. And also here as well. There we go. Otherwise, that will stop it from coming out. I'm going to unplug all the bits at the back, and I'm going to show you the plugs after I've done it because it's awkward to film. Right, so we've got one big plug here for the top of the radio here. And then we've got these ones here for the heat control. Just got that one out of there. And now I just need to remove these two. These are the last two, I believe, holding it in. 1 and 2. And then this whole thing comes out. So basically we've got one plug up here, which is this one. We've got 3 here, which are 1, 2, and 3. You need to remove this ashtray, and to do that you just pull out, push this down, and then pull out. And the reason we want to do that is because there's a screw in there, and there's a screw on the left side as well, right in there, and that holds the bottom of this section here. We also need to remove this Phillips screw here, and this Phillips screw right here, and then this whole unit will just pull out. The screwdriver for the magnet. That's the top two, and now we need to get in here. This one. Okay, that's out. They're all the same size as well. Let's try and get this one out. I don't want it to like fall behind. Even though I can get it, it's very easy to get a hold of. Come on. There we go. Right, so now them screws are out. You should be able to just pull this out like that. And there's a couple of tabs here, I think 2 at the bottom, and then you've got the wiring harness at the back. Right, so now the stereo's out, I'm just going to pop a screwdriver in here because this one's being a bit of a pain, just to push the tab in. This one don't want to come out. Let's get these out. That's one. That's 2, and then this one doesn't want to come out for some reason. We'll pull the radio antenna wire out. Come on, you bugger. Buggery. Right, so I got that out as well, and all I did was just put a screwdriver down there, push this in, and then got it out. It was getting caught on something. That's out. Last bit is the cigarette lighter. So these just pull out. They're just tabs. like that, tabs, and then this whole unit is now free and can come out. Now I have this new fascia to go on, and on the old one you can see these yellow clips. I need to take them off and put them on this new fascia. I got one clip out, and in order to get these out, you've just got to get a screwdriver either side and just push them apart like that, and then pull, and they just push on like that. So I'm going to get the other one off now as well, over here. Right, so now I've got them clips off. Here, this tab's a little bit broken, but I need to try and work out how this cigarette lighter comes out, and I can see a tab in there, so let me try and push that in. Don't know how these come out. There's a tab either side, but I think this is a cover as well. Okay, so this cover just pulled off, so it sat on there like that, and I just literally pulled it up. I'll just set that aside, and then it looks like there's a tab there and a tab on the other side. Let's try and get them out of there. So we're just trying to get the cigarette lighter out, and Mark's just giving me a hand, but I think you've got to push this metal bit out first in the middle.
That piece got to come out of the plastic, then I think you can turn the plastic to get it out of the housing. I think. I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe. Hello, Bob.
Hello, Jim. Maybe you should... Well, I think the black plastic bit's coming out now.
Oh. There you go then.
Yeah, but I don't think we can't get it any further because
that housing.
Yeah.
If anyone knows.
Sometimes that bit usually comes off, but not on this.
It's like attached to it, isn't it?
It is. I still think we need to press this bit out of the black bit. There we go.
Oh. There you
That's
go.
what it was supposed to do. So you've got a little gap there, which I think is for
them side tabs.
It could be.
Oh.
Is there one opposite?
Yeah, there's two of them.
Yeah.
And this just pushes into it.
After this goes in, so put that in first, and then push that in.
Got the cigarette lighter apart, because obviously we're going to need to use that in the new fascia. I'm just going to pop these little clips in the bottom here, like that. Just so that that has something to locate into here. I don't know if there's supposed to be any in the top, I don't think there is, but I do need to figure out how to get the stereo into this. There are some little bits, I need to work that out, and then obviously get that in there and then bolt it all up and wire it all up. So I believe this is an ISO connector because it's had a stereo before, so I might have to disconnect this and use the one that I've got, but I think this is the factory harness here. I'll just disconnect that, and then I'll use the new one that come with the stereo, which is in here. Right, so this is the new harness that come with the stereo, and I'm just trying to connect these up. So I believe this one goes in here, and then we've got two more. I'm not sure what all of these are for, but they seem to fit, so that one does it fit the right way maybe? No, that don't fit. I don't think that one's needed. This is interesting. The reason I've got these wires here and it's all taped up, and I've actually got a USB plugged in there. This is the wire for the dash cam. So I've hardwired it in, and I'm using the cigarette lighter to turn it on and off. Just noticed this up here as well, so I'm just going to take that out and make sure it's in the top bit. Just put it in there. Right, so with the stereo, obviously it doesn't fit directly in there. So you've got these little side bits that I believe go inside like this, like that, just to fill out the gap. But there are screw holes here, so I just need to work out how this goes, and then I'll come back to you guys. That's how the stereo should sit. It's got these little side panels. Now the thing that I'm trying to work out is, at the back of the stereo, there are holes, as you can see through there, that are threaded, but they don't line up, so I'm not sure how that works. But then you do have these brackets as well, which I believe would go sort of like that. So I need to work that out as well. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to go, like that, and then, you know, them screw holes in the side there obviously go into that. I don't know, I really don't know. There's no instruction manual of this. And the only thing I have is like just basic screws and wiring, and then you've got like a diagram for the camera and parking sensors, but that's it. Because it just doesn't make sense, because these can just pop out. So if I was to push them once that was installed, they would just pop out. So it needs to be fixed somehow. Unless that goes on the outside and kind of, I don't know, because it can't go through the holes. It needs to go through these holes somehow. I think that I have to reuse this cage here. So I'm going to unbolt these from both sides, because obviously that's what the factory screws go in at the bottom as well. So I'm gonna try and use them and see if that works with this, because otherwise it's not fixed in place at all. Do intermission, but we have to look at this. This is what it looks like inside. It's the motor, I guess.
3 diffs, one there, one there, one there.
Nice. And how fast do you reckon, top speed?
Top speed about 35 miles an hour.
35 miles an hour.
But I'm going to upgrade it.
That's still fast enough though, isn't it? Considering it runs off a motor and batteries.
Yeah.
I left that suspension set up. So I've just taken the brackets off of the original stereo, as you can see. That's it there, the CD player. And I'm wondering if I can reuse these, or if I need to reuse these for the new stereo. They're marked left and right, and they do go a certain way. So this one will go like that, and this one will go like that. So I'm just going to try and mount them to this, the edge of this, and just see if it works basically. I was just looking at these little things here that go in the side of the stereo to fill the gap like that, and they are marked left and right. As you can see, they're right, and then the other one has an L for left on it. And when I put it up to the bracket as it would sit, yeah, so it would go like this. This does slide into it like this, and as you can see, the pinhole there lines up, the pinhole at the bottom lines up, so I'm pretty sure that's how it will sit. Now I just need to work out once it's on here. Well, as you can see, there's 2 holes there, but then that don't line up. So right, I had to stop the video here, and I'll tell you why. It's been about probably 4 hours and the stereo's in, but what an absolute nightmare. And the reason is because these original brackets that hold the original stereo in do not fit this stereo. I don't know why. Maybe I weren't doing it properly, but you've got universal brackets that are supposed to bolt onto the side of the stereo. What I've done, if you can see here, is I've hot glued the whole stereo in. It's held it in place. It does work, so I've plugged everything in. The GPS antenna is just stuck there at the back. Now all I've got to do is just plug it all back in. I mean, even the fascia is a different colour, as you can see, to the car, but it was only £65. It's cheap, so I don't really care, man, to be honest. It works, as you can see. Put the ignition in.
Consumers. Google has said the fine is unjustified and it will appeal.
I haven't put the reversing camera in. I prefer a manual knob for the volume, but it's got Android Auto and everything. The USBs are down here. The mic cable was really short, so I'm hoping that once I clip that in, I can just kind of hide that there somewhere, and then I'll be able to use it. But yeah, overall not bad. So this is what it looks like in the car. The fascia is like the old Yaris colour, which really bugs me because it just doesn't look right in the dash. So I might maybe need to get a new fascia. I had to hot glue this thing in because the brackets didn't line up, so maybe it was for like an older Yaris. It's pretty responsive as well, so you've got all this stuff. 65 quid, it's not bad, is it? So it's actually a little while later since I've installed this stereo, and sorry that I didn't film the whole thing. Mic, I've just kind of put it in between this little gap here, so that works absolutely fine. And yeah, this is what the stereo looks like for the end result. Honestly, if I knew the fascia would have been a different colour, I would have just bought a proper fascia. But they're like, I think for a Connect 2 one, they're like 70 quid. I didn't really want to spend a lot of money because I've already spent so much money on this Yaris, but I just wanted an upgrade as cheap as possible, basically. And it works perfectly fine. And even the CarLink, the Android Auto, it works without having to plug in your phone, which is quite cool. So it connects via Bluetooth, and then you can load your maps and your Spotify and everything on the stereo. Of course, if you did like this video or find it useful, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below if you've got any questions or suggestions, and please subscribe for more videos like this in the future.